Did you get jacked up? I'm Joe Bob Huckenchuck, the Star Sledge. When greedy insurance companies cheat space wreck victims, I get angrier than a vent rat hopped up on the pit pipe, smoking on the glass fudge, tripping on Jazz brand Nurgle salad. It's time to kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. My client needed full torso reconstruction surgery after a privateer railgun discharged and sent his guts a-chasing after the ancient Voyager probe at relativistic speeds. I got him 2.5 million credits. I slam and I jam. I hammer him to get the compensation and benefits the law says is yours.
Hey there, Joe Bob. What's the word on the streets?
Hey there, TJ. The word on the streets is that Jandy Bronzini is a cut-rate cheapskate who can't advocate, let alone cross-examinate. He wouldn't know a courthouse from a slaughterhouse. He wouldn't know a defense from a picket fence. That high-pipe fixer-upper of a yuppie-gubber couldn't help no one if he tried. If I had a nickel for every case he'd won, I'd have 2 pennies and a copy of yesterday's news. If you want real results that you can write home to mama about, if you want to get what's owed to you quick, fast, and in a hurry, if you want someone who can put the hammer down and get the job done, then call me, Joe Bob Huckenchuck, the Star Sledge.
Man, don't get hurt again. Call Joe Bob now. And fuck Jandy Bronzini.
Hi, my name is Jerry Gordansky, and I never saw Joe Bob read. Ever. Not once. We had to put together a video presentation for him to even review our case.
The only cases he ever closed were for his reading glasses, because he's a blind bitch who can't read his depositions. Schlabow! Hi there. This is Danny Frito. I heard that he was so loud, Joe Bob, because he actually just has a tiny pecker.
That's a good one, Danny. No, you don't want no limp dick blowhard who swells his chest because he can't swell his junk representing you. Schlabow!
Hi, my name is Cheryl Hofstetter. From my experience with Joe Bob, he didn't seem to know very much about civil law, or really anything in general.
This motherfucker wouldn't know litigation from masturbation. He's a man of small gains, small claims, and small brains. And he's illiterate. Schlabow! Hey, this is your pal Jandy Bronzini. Hey, so that last advertisement from Joe Bob, he sure took a swing at me, eh? A real shot across the bow there. Well, guess what? That ain't nothing to me, guy. I got people over here that, really know how to win cases, if you know what I mean. As in, actually litigate cases and win them. So, we ain't got nothing to fear from your belligerent ass. Actually, as a nod to old JB's diss crack, so to speak, I put together a little thing of my own. Here, enjoy. Ahem. He stinks like boiling cabbages. Schlabow! And his team are a bunch of savages. Schlabow! And no matter how much spittle he dribbles, he ain't never once got no acquittals. Schlabow! That bag of sleaze doesn't know legalese from Cantonese, and as a result, his clients are casualties. Schlabow! He's just gonna have to settle, which is one of his specialties. Schlabow! For getting down onto his knees and gobbling down on these. Schlabow! Joe Bob is so dumb that when clients tell him he sucks ass, all he hears is success.
He didn't seem to know very much about civil law, or really anything in general.
'Cause he actually just has a tiny pecker.
I never saw Joe Bob read.
Tiny pecker.
I never saw Joe Bob read.
So if you want representation that knows how to read and write words, wipe his own ass, and win cases, then it's best to call me, and not that boisterous butthole, Joe Bob Huckensuck. Schlabow! He's illiterate.
Tiny.
Welcome to Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. Let's start the show.
All right, Shirley, you got it.
All right, shooters, you got it. Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus coming at you with episode 9 in Earth Timeline 420.69. It's your boy Buck Ruckus here. Just coming straight back from last week. Hey, Jonesy, let's take a look at you.
Hey, how y'all doing?
There's Jonesy.
Doing all right?
We got Shy Guy here with us.
Take a look at me now.
Is he?
No? Hey, Shy Guy, Shyler Mervin.
Hey,
we're live.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, who sings that song?
A man named Phil Collins.
Oh, well, why don't you let him sing it full time?
No, man, you don't understand. I just picked this up a while back. I went down to Odd Bob's Odd Teak. He had a bunch of these things called records.
That's
Huh?
A Phil Collins record is what you got?
Yes, I picked up a couple of them, and I can tell you what, man, it's all right.
I appreciate that there's some club bangers on there, but we do have a radio show to do right now. If and you wouldn't mind.
Oh. All right. Well. Okay. I'll put him up for now.
All right.
Save him for later.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey everybody out there in the Twitch tweaker land and whatever other dimension we're in. If you're out there in the far reaches of the Federation or wherever you might be, welcome to Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. So Shy Guy, I gotta ask, have you had any more head movies at night in your head this past week?
The head films.
If I remember last week, you talked about the head movies that tell the future whenever you go to sleep.
Well, I'm trying to think. I did have one that was a little weird. It's a few nights ago. I don't remember all of it, but I tell you what I can remember is that we were at Big Mama's, and it was Mr. Meatloaf night, and I was eating. I think I was eating the meatloaf. I think you were there. I think Jonesy was there too. And all I really do remember is I looked up, and the meatloaf had gained sentience and learned to walk upon two legs and exact its vengeance upon a world that would see his kind consumed for their nutritional benefit.
And as you stated before, these head movies that you have sometimes when you're asleep, they're about things. They're real. They're going to happen. I believe last time you had some kind of dream where a mutant, you was out there on the dirt farm in Carlsbad, and you heard this noise behind you, and there was a big.
Yeah, the Hogman came up. Sometimes that seems to be a recurring theme for me. Is things in my life tend to become monsters that want to destroy me and mine.
Right. And then lo and behold,
he picked somebody up. He picks up. I remember he picked somebody up, and he went and threw him in the fryer, and said, "Who's the meatloaf now, bitch?" And that's when I woke up, and I was in a cold sweat. Whole deal.
If I remember right, you said that there was that next day after the hog dream that you found out that your boy, your cousin Leron, had done some genetic experiments in the shed with the hogs.
Yeah, he was working on creating a kind of like a midget hogman army of some sort.
Right.
I mean, it was good eating.
So now we got sentient meatloaf to worry about there, Jonesy.
I'm gonna keep my eye out. Don't you worry.
I believe you.
I might play one of my records for him if we encounter him. It soothes my soul. Maybe it'll soothe his as well. I keep a sharp eye out. Don't you worry.
I ain't worried.
So,
Madness.
what's up?
Not much.
Oh, okay.
Let's I think I got a little issue with my video feed here.
I gotta check the pops for a second. Hang on, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back just a second.
Okay. Okay, I think we can do that.
I think he's probably gonna go listen to some Phil Collins while he takes care of his constitutimus.
His consummatudimus that he does every morning. I did have a slight issue with our video feed. Everything kind of got jumbled around on the one screen where everybody could see us. So let me see if I can figure that out real fast. This will be riveting material for those out there. A little behind the curtain action, if you will. Where is it? Here it is. Just throw that right on top of there. Actually, I should do it. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Whenever Shy Guy gets back.
Essentially, they're recording of the news bulletin.
Yeah, the Federation fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to that one later during your segment.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
That'll be pretty fun. Ain't that fun? That is just so fun.
It's pretty fun.
Fucking with the Federation over there. So, what are your thoughts on Shy Guy and his potential clairvoyance through premonition dreams?
I mean, I feel like the last time we talked about it, I don't remember him saying that they then consumed the pig, the half pig, half monster thing army.
Right.
But
I tell you, it's a hell of a thing if it's true. We might have to, much like the, put them in one of them precog baths that they do for the precogs, and have them tell the lottery numbers or something like that.
I mean that might be a benefit.
I think it might, or like where the next big haul is, or like if there's a predator out there that want to come after us. Hey, Shy Guy.
Hey, all right, we're back.
Shy Guy's back. Hey, Shy Guy, how do you feel about being put into a precog bath for about a week or two? See if we can extract some premonitions out of you?
Well, I mean, I'm overdue for a cleansing, but I gotta tell you, it's a little uncomfortable when they put that tube up in the back of you.
Yeah.
But after they pull it out and you do the waddle over to the toilet, I mean, I felt 20 pounds lighter last time I had one of them.
Just like a tea bag into a bathtub.
More or less. I mean, it's not pretty, obviously, but it's definitely beneficial.
Thus is the, balance of beauty versus torture to become that beautiful, Shy Guy.
Right. That's right.
Right. Jonesy, how's the oh, go ahead.
Is that how you get the lottery numbers? You give you precog, you unclog the precog? Is that what?
Lottery nut. Well, hang on.
Oh yeah, Shy Guy, we was thinking about putting you in one of them precog baths and hooking you up to the machine like they do in the Federation, so we could extract like lottery numbers out of you, or like where the next big haul is going to be, so we could go do it and make a lot of money.
Yeah. I don't know if I got any lottery numbers in me, but there's a whole lot of meatloaf floating around. Probably needs to get washed out.
Don't doubt that for a second. Now let's freely speculate on what sentient meatloaf walking on two legs means, if it is a premonition. Is it just the spirit of the mystery animal that gets slaughtered that's put into the meatloaf, or is it something a little bit more spectacular?
I don't know. I mean, if he was coming for us, and then he threw somebody into the deep fryer.
Maybe it'll be like you will eat so much meatloaf that it will
You become a meatloaf?
It'd be like you become a meat from the inside out. You become the meatloaf.
To be the meatloaf, you must eat the meatloaf.
Must consume the meatloaf.
To gain his power, I must consume him, is what you're saying.
I think so.
Maybe that's in your future. One
This
big
may be the
Shy Guy meatloaf.
job I was born to do, boys.
Just
God,
be
I
a
tell you one thing,
professional
if
meatloaf
Damn
consumer.
old meatloaf monster does decide to roll up on us wanting to start the business, I keep my fork and knife on me.
I've seen you go through a handful of plates of meatloaf, for sure.
What can I say? It's delicious and nutritious. I don't care what they say. Keep you going.
Keep it going. Now,
The ketchup was extra spicy the last time, I'll tell you that.
extra spicy. I think we're having some issue with Hey, Jonesy, why don't you say something for me?
Like anything? Does
Yeah,
anything
like
work?
anything. That's working.
Uh,
We got the new setup here, and sometimes it jangles on the fritz. You know what I mean?
I will say, if you are in the market for either a record or if you want to get into the analog phone recording system market, the Bob's Odd Take is pretty good.
Yeah, old Odd Bob, he's got all kind of shit, man.
Odd Bob's
the good
Odd
stuff.
Teak.
He's one of them old junk boys that set him up a booth at the Ganymede flea market.
Right.
And you can go over, you can check him out. He's got all kind of stuff, man. That's what I'm saying. I got old Phil Collins, whoever that is.
Now, who's Collins, and why does he need to be filled?
I don't know. Probably something to do with this big old face of his. That's
You gotta fill up the Collins.
There we go.
Who or what is a Collins, and why does it need to be filled?
Imagine waking up to that.
That's a lot of face.
It's a lot
It
of
says
faith.
he's going to be in the air tonight, so y'all keep an eye out.
It's gonna be okay. Well, I mean, we're out in the vacuum of space where there ain't much air.
Well, I know. I'm letting the listeners know. I know we're in space. I know things.
Sometimes I gotta remind you. I think.
Look, just because
Chaga, how many times have you forgotten that it's an uncaring void of space outside of this hole that we're in?
You go sleepwalking one time and activate the airlock, and he's trying to go to. You don't know he's in space. No, I know where we're at.
Is that
trying to activate the space lock while we're in the middle of a warp?
Is that why y'all have the time straps on the bed? Is that to keep is that the sleepwalking parameters that y'all set?
Well, it's not every night.
It's the doctor recommended every night. Sometimes we just sedate him a little bit too much.
Well,
maybe just a little bit more than what the doctor prescribed. But most times we gotta put him in a sleeping bag, put his hands and mittens inside of the sleeping bag.
Where's he getting his information from? Follow the money. That's what I say. Follow the money.
We got a little text transmission from a Mr. Reed that says, "I spacewalked once, woke up in Uranus."
Hey, man. Happens all the time.
I can't tell you how many times Shy Guy has woken up and found himself in Uranus.
It's just, I don't know. There's something about it. I'm drawn to it, I guess.
Anyone's,
Something about plumbing the depths. As if I was born to go there. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get some of that void rated scuba gear and go take a dive.
Yeah, take a dive into Uranus.
Yeah.
A deep dive into Uranus.
Come on in. The Uranus is fine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's warm and it's inviting and
very large.
it's real cozy in there,
Huh?
I said it's real cozy out there.
Yeah.
Maybe build a summer cottage inside of Uranus and just take a trip once a
that'd
summer.
be kind of hard to do. I mean, it's pretty dark and damp down there. Most of the year.
You gotta get used to the smell over there, but once you do, it's fine.
Exactly.
My understanding is even with all that, just due to the mineral density of Uranus, it gets a little pricey for the property down there.
A little pricey.
Well, you get what you pay for sure.
Right.
I mean,
I
as
mean,
long as
you don't want to you don't want to skimp on going down to Uranus. Some people be throwing it out there. Hey, come on down, 20 credits, spend the night, and
Well, I mean, you get what you pay
you
for.
pay for it on the back end for sure. You know what I mean?
On the back end after your trip to Uranus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta take it easy. You don't want to just hop on in there.
No, you
gotta make
in.
You can't dive in. You gotta make a plan.
Yeah,
you gotta prep right. Make sure you got everything in order before you take a little. You gotta stretch out. Before you enter Uranus.
Maybe take a warm bath beforehand, just to get yourself loosened up, so you don't freeze up in the moment.
They got the tight quarters. It's
accident.
The gravity in there. It gets you. You can get crushed in Uranus if you're not careful.
Yeah, happen like that. Real
Next
quick.
thing you know, it'll squeeze you right out.
And then
It'll drop you.
then you're freaking out. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants to just evacuate Uranus.
No, do you have any idea how long that would take?
I mean, it takes a long time to get in there. You want to take your time getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't like pulling a ripcord or nothing.
Nah. Well,
That's insane.
boys, how about a little break? How about a little commercial break?
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's get on to it. Let's throw up some commercials here, and we'll be right back after. Let me make sure I got the right ones in here.
Oh, hey, we got
where
a textual transmission from Dr. Spaceman asking about a space as a vacuum. Why aren't there no more women space truckers?
I mean, I met plenty of women space truckers out there.
That takes all kinds, I think. I don't know.
Apparently, wherever Charmingly Melancholic is from, this person says that they're in the space kitchens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do, more power to you. I'm just saying. Well,
Right.
my favorite women do work in a kitchen.
I know
Don't
one
tell
favorite
that
woman of
Huh?
yours.
Who? What?
I mean, I'm just, Miss Sally Mae Erling Bodine works in the kitchen.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
She's all right. Good food.
She's all right.
Good God,
Sally
good
Mae's just all right with you.
She's just all right. Is that it? Just all right.
Just all right. Sure there ain't nothing more there, Try Guy?
Nothing.
What are you talking about?
She's just okay.
I mean,
No, I think she's
we
great.
keep
What are
this
you
up, I
talking
might
about?
have a special treat for us here in a bit. Little sound file that I've kept.
You saying she's just okay?
I mean, you said she was all right. I'm just.
Well, yeah.
Is she just all right, or maybe a little bit more?
What are you asking?
We're just trying to plumb the depths of this like you would plumb the depths of Uranus. That's
Right, we're trying to reach in deep
Hey,
into
this ain't
you
my
like
first
we
time
want to reach in
spelunking, all
deep
right?
to Uranus to pull out your innermost feelings.
I'm a master plumber.
Master
With
plumber.
depth. I get to the bottom of it.
Well, on that note, let's take a little commercial break. We'll be right
All
back
right.
with you. All right, boys. I'm just taking one more look because this thing always screws up on me, making sure
Good time.
everything looks just right. And we're good to go. All right, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Mort Darthur Stafford, President and CEO at Atmos Eternus. At Atmos Eternus, every day we make things that make your life better. Power, we make that. Technology, we make that. Cows, well, we don't make that. But we have made those monolithic, inconceivably large and aggressive void baths that patrol deep space. We'd say we're sorry, but that would admit fault. Atmos Eternus, we make everything. Even that.
Here in Sandusky, we don't believe in doing things the easy way. We like to take our time, get the job done right. Now, that may not fit with the rest of the world's mile-a-minute pace,
But here in Sandusky, we know that the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little extra. That's why here at the old Callahan Distillery, we don't take shortcuts. We do things the way they've been done since 1995.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Because nostalgic platitudes and folksy charm may lead that horse to the water, but it sure won't make him drink.
I was checking the specs on the end line for the rotary girder. Okay, Tom, let's go. Yes, sir.
Our single malt Old Sandusky begins with the highest quality water, dredged up from the shorelines of old Lake Erie herself. Then, we combine Northern Ohio's most pristine quality barley and brake pad dust to formulate Callahan's signature mash. After our patented quintuple distillation process, that sweet, smoky nectar gets filled into a series of coal tar-lined industrial steel barrels, where the real magic of Sandusky will begin to take hold over the course of the next 12 years. After its long nap, our batch of Old Sandusky finally emerges from their cold iron cocoons, not unlike the majestic Cazador radfly, ready to migrate from our home to yours, to be enjoyed with friends, family, or simply by yourself in a hazy, despair-filled stare-down with the business end of Dad's old scattergun.
Holy shnikes, it worked.
However you choose to enjoy Old Sandusky, enjoy it knowing the blood, sweat, and tears of over 10 generations of the Callahan family go into every bottle. And we stand by our promise of quality. Because here in Sandusky, we know you could get a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it? Callahan's Old Sandusky 12-year. Why say no when it feels so good to say yes?
From the news desk at Federation First News, we are coming to you with this developing situation. A fire and escape of all residents at the Heritage at Juniper Meadows Station is being reported by Federation peacekeepers from Sector 784. The responsibility for the attack is being taken by one Cotter Schmutz. That's correct, the same Cotter Schmutz who has run the Easy Cruisin' with Cotter Schmutz program on your wider band radios. No other information is forthcoming, other than this group of pirates is referring to themselves as the Old Timers Liberation Front, and have stated their goal is the liberation of all people, what might be grayer in hair and slower in step, but are stronger in spirit. Stating multiple times, we ain't going down to no po-po. We will keep you updated as the situation unfolds. I'm Bert Gert Kessner, and as always, Garth bless the Federation.
Hey y'all, this is Miss Sally Mae over at Bodine's Diner and Station. I'm here to tell you, space whale of a deal going on. We got a ash waiting for him to take. Get into.
Hey there, are you hankering for some ham hock? Do you like to smoke your space cigarette while slamming back sausage gravy? There's 4 different types of fried space meat, smothered in finest gravy, peppered with potato bacon bombs stacked to the ceiling. Sound like a good old time to you? Then come on by my place, Sister Jolene's Country Buffet and Space Truck Filler Up Joint. Come see our new salad bar, now with 8 different types of cheese and 9 types of ranch dressing.
I like my salad soupy.
Our buffet stays open and fully stocked 36 hours a galactic day. And at these discount prices, you can't afford not to stuff your face with our food.
The best $1.49 buffet in town.
This Sunday, we'll have the one, the only, the legend himself, Santiago de Caprice from La Lluvia de mi Sombrero. He'll be here chatting up and signing autographs all day long. So swing by any of our 13 conveniently located restaurants, and remember, there ain't no mystery in our meat. At Sister Jolene's Country Buffet and Space Truck Filler-Up Joint.
Y'all come on in now, you hear?
We're back to Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. Let's get on back to it.
Hey, now,
what the hell was that?
What the fuck? Hang on now.
What's all that?
Shy Guy!
Hang on, I'm checking the
We done been
Bible.
hijacked. Our commercial got hijacked by that bitch Jolene.
I swear to God, this ain't some shit we want to be fucking with tonight. Hang on.
Swear to Garth. I'll swear to Gaines, too.
Binaural resonance buffers,
Whoa.
okay. Got the passive gravitronic polarization sensor. It's a little freaky looking, but within parameters.
That bitch Jolene hacked into Sally Mae's commercial, and that bitch Jolene killed Big Mama Bodine.
Yep. We've been hacked.
I ain't having it.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Ain't that about a bitch? They ain't even got no Shasta. No Diet Shasta. No Shasta orange, grape. No Shasta chocolate.
Their gravy comes in a bag. I seen it.
Comes in a bag. They just reconstitute it. It ain't homemade. Sally Mae got... Big Mama Bodine's got 12 locations.
Ooh, look at me. I got 13.
13. Well, it's easy to get 13 locations when you're just you use them discount suppliers to get that scrap that's synthetically created foodstuff shit.
When you're working out of a damn toilet.
Hey, y'all ain't had
$1.49 for a buffet. It's a good
y'all ain't
price,
been anywhere near Santiago de Caprice lately, have you?
I try to give him a wide berth.
I'm out watching him on La Lluvia de mi Sombrero, but I don't talk to the bastard. No, that bastard.
I gotta keep up on that one, but I'm just saying, I won't put it past them to pull some bullshit like that.
Pull some bullshit,
garbage. That garbage piece of shit joint. They ain't got no rolls. They just got the shitty. It's like a sawdust biscuit.
I tell you, the sawdust is that main ingredient over there at Sister Jolene's Country Buffet.
You're picking out your teeth for a week.
I'll give you the solid shits.
I'm pissed off. What we gonna do about it?
We're gonna have to do something about Jolene.
I don't appreciate people playing on our feed.
I don't like that either.
Fuck
I heard Jolene don't even cook. She's what they call a consumable aggregate.
That don't even mean I can make up words too, man.
Make some words up, Shy Guy.
Check out my negative hologramic pulsometer invercationer. Woo! I can do stuff too.
I hear they can't even really label the poultry or the chicken. They can't even label that as technical food.
I heard it was fish.
It's a quote food-like substance. That's what they legally have to call it, you know. And did you know she's a corporation test dispensary? I heard she keeps a secret tab on how many folks drop dead in her fucking buffet restaurant.
Well, they count Big Mama Bodine on that list?
They better.
She done.
Probably not. Probably not for a second.
Not to tell tales outside of school, but
deep fryer.
Ain't no way Big Mama on her own fell into that 1,000-gallon deep fryer. Somebody had to push her, and I suspect it was Jolene.
I tell you what this is. Y'all know what this is? I'll tell you what it is. The bitch damn cahoots. It's cahoots happening right now.
Cahoots.
And I don't appreciate it none too much.
I'll give you that. It's cahoots. Big time. Bullshit.
It's all Planet Cahoots!
I bet old Santiago was in on it.
I bet he was.
Somebody get his ass on the phone.
That's what I'm saying. I go through so many holes, you know? I send this shit through so many holes.
So many goddamn holes.
Not for this bullshit to happen.
I think. I think we got a caller on the line. Let's go ahead and patch her on through.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go.
All right, caller, you're on the air with Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus.
Well, I tell y'all what, I'm madder than a pack of wild dogs on a 3-legged cat.
Now I tell you what.
I believe it.
That's some bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we introduce the one, the only, the Miss Sally Mae Erling Bodine. Of
the one whose ad was just jacked, by the way.
Jacked up.
About as bad as a wet hornet.
Them hornets get pretty mad when they wet.
I tell y'all what, I can't believe that dirty old bat stole my ad spot.
She did. That wasn't us.
They used some money for that.
They owe her some money. They owe us some money, and God knows who else they're hijacking into this horse shit.
I have no words.
Words.
You can go to Jolene's if you want some serious food poisoning. I tell you what.
Want food poisoning? You go on over to my sister Jolene's. This damn shit. I'm telling y'all.
Last time I was there, the tapioca started barking at me.
You know, I hear she got caught up in using actual corn husk as filler in her sausage links.
I believe for a second.
Bush league, that's what that is.
She was
barking tapioca and corn husk in her whatever the hell she makes.
Corn husk and sawdust. That's all it is.
That's that Martian corn husk too. That shit has been classified as the hardest material in the universe.
It's about 70 grit, I'll tell you that. You can polish the side of the damn ship with it.
Yep. I can't believe the Federation Food Safety Bureau did not do anything about it. They hadn't done nothing.
They ain't done shit.
I tell you why, because they're in cahoots.
Cahoots?
Federation of Cahoots. It's all cahoots. Federation in cahoots with Jolene.
I heard she's got her hands firmly in the Federation's back pocket.
I'm sure she got it in their front pocket too.
Every which pocket they got.
Every which pocket but loose.
They'll be hanging out in Uranus for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, they'll make a little trip to Uranus.
She probably got a home in there, anus.
Yeah, after they take you out to dinner to that garbage filth Sister Jolene's country buffet, treat you real nice, and then bend you over and shoot it right up Uranus. Take a little trip.
Big country outhouse.
That bitch Jolene.
That daggone bitch. I can't believe this.
Well.
And she's got Santiago in her back pocket. I can't believe that sweetheart got caught up in this shit.
I mean, you can call him a sweetheart.
It ain't about the love of the hauling or the love of the meatloaf. It's for the money.
He's just in it for the money, not for the love.
I thought it was just some summer thing.
I cannot believe this.
Signing autographs over there, Sister Jolene's.
I mean, for the rest of y'all what got robbed of that brilliant ad spot, y'all come on down to Big Mama Bodine's on Monday night for the mystery meatloaf.
Yeah, she even said there ain't no mystery in her meat. There ain't no mystery because it ain't meat.
That ain't fun. How's that enjoyable? Why are you gonna come back for that when you know when you're getting sawdust and Martian corn husk?
Growing that shit in the back in a lab, it ain't real meat.
That ain't meat at all.
Trash.
I don't mind lab grown meat.
Y'all seen the cows outside of Big Mama's joint?
No.
Yeah. You know why?
Because they's in the meatloaf.
That's right.
At least our regular meatloaf.
Authentic.
Ain't nobody messing with Mr. Meatloaf yet.
I'm just telling you, just red meat. I'm craving sustenance. I gotta head on over to Big Mama Bodine's.
I tell y'all what, you boys come on by after the show tonight. I'll give you a meal for free.
Oh.
I may or may not be there, but yeah.
We know Jonesy can neither confirm nor deny if he'll be there tonight,
We'll
but
take some pictures for you.
I mean,
like they do on them places and channels that do the mukbang.
I'll save you a plate, Jonesy, and leave it in the same spot I always do.
Well, I appreciate it, and that's why I keep coming back, because at least they give a shit over at a fine establishment, unlike that piece of shit Jolene's joint.
We gonna burn that motherfucker down.
Jolene! Why you gotta do Bodine like that?
You know, I firmly believe she killed Big Mama.
We're gonna find out. We'll draw lines to all sorts of conclusions to make that a reality.
I firmly believe she did it. She had her hand in Big Mama's death. I guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
I mean, you ain't got to sell us on that. We
That's just the
100% in
truth.
that camp. Yeah. And the truth will come out. 100%.
Well, Miss Sally Mae, if you ain't got nothing else, if you're, we can send you on down the road to do some repairs on your reputation, and we'll do the same thing.
I am fuming, boys. I need to get out of here. But I do want to remind y'all, since my ad got taken, we got Astro Cedar Steaks for sale this cycle. Come on down for our whale and tail combo.
The whale tail combo at Miss Sally Mae Early and Bodine's Big Mama Bodine's joint. What is it? Big Mama Bodine's Diner and Refueling Station. And you can say hey to the girls and the guys in the back.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go.
All right, Sally Mae.
All right, Sally Mae.
Bye, Sally Mae.
I will see y'all later tonight.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye now.
Maybe I may or may not. I don't know.
Are you sure? I mean, Steamy, I think, knows about Sally Mae's pin pineapple apple pin delight that she serves for dessert over there at Sally Mae Big Mama Bodine's.
I mean, it's all good. Anything.
It's all good.
Just throw your hand down on the menu and just say this, and whatever you land on, you're fine.
Well, I think we got us another caller here. Let me patch this caller on through. Hey, caller, you got Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus.
Oh,
hey, caller.
Come on, man.
How do you work this damn thing? Hey, boys!
Oh, it's Speakeasy.
All right,
yeah, you got it right. It's old Speakeasy again.
Speakeasy. How's life treating you right now?
Well, it's treating me just, as fine as it always does out here, just spinning on my stroid, fairly sedentary life that I lead. Me and old Granny Tough Talk, she's gone silent again. She's on the porch still, at least.
Okay. Has she slightly moved to the left or right since the last time you saw her?
Every time she does that without fail. That's basically our clock.
For those that are viewing that might not remember, Speakeasy is our resident stroid farmer, lives out on the stroid, and he just rediscovered his Granny Tough Talk under the pile of junk that he keeps in his shed. And Granny Tough Talk likes to sit out on the porch in a rocking chair, just kind of slightly turning to the left or right while she crochets and knits rocks. Depending on which way the wind blows out there on the stroids.
Mm-hmm. That's what she does. She just sits there and crochets her rocks, because that's what we have. It's hard to get anything but rocks on a stroid. So she's learned how to do that. She knits fine sweaters. And, she has her periods of fine parlance and conversation, and her periods of harsh, conjecture and grilling of me, mostly because I'm the only one there.
I mean, that's how I imagine Granny Tough Talk. That's how I imagine it.
Easy. I don't want to be telling tales out of school or nothing, but I heard a rumor about you.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Oh, do tell.
That you've been throwing in with old Cotter Schmoots and the crew there.
I like rumors. Oh, you got it. I did that. Yeah.
Now,
I can't wait to tell you boys about that.
I don't want to be skirting the line between what may be legal or whatnot. But I heard this.
I'm not at liberty to say.
They say old Cotter Schmoots got the band back together and took the fight to Juniper Meadows. You know anything about that?
I'm not at liberty to say, but I'm just saying recently I've kicked some ass is all.
Kicking ass.
And maybe with or without the old crew. as it were.
Can neither confirm nor
crew.
Neither confirm nor deny. That is correct. I like your style.
We cannot know.
Now, I had a thing to say. I wanted to call in because I heard the hack that just happened on
right.
Sally Mae.
The hack from the hack herself, Jolene.
Mm-hmm. The old hack. I got some beans to spill about her. One being that she doesn't have any beans in the damn joint. Mm-hmm.
She ain't got no beans.
Well,
Jolene ain't got no beans.
Not at all. And she says like there ain't no mystery in her meat. And there ain't no meat in her meat either.
That's right. There's no mystery because ain't no meat.
Mm-hmm.
Red meat. Right. I crave sustenance. That's why I go to Big Mama Bodine's.
It's food-like. Food-like.
It's food.
What it is.
Food-like.
Food-like substance.
Now, what I have to say, what I know, my inside scoop on this, boys, is I provide various grades of strawed aggregate to various different wholesale suppliers. I happen to hear through the grapevine that a whole big chunk of various grades, grit levels, go on over to Jolene's Diners.
That makes me sick.
Heard it here first, fellas.
Heard it here first.
Strawed aggregate food filler. Now, I'm at risk of hurting my own business a little by kind of hating on it a little bit like this, but damn, it's gross.
Hey, we'll make sure you get taken care of. We can find another wholesaler or one who's in need of destroyed farm aggregate.
To keep the lights on.
There's never enough uses for gravel.
Especially that destroyed gravel.
Mm-hmm.
Just busting up destroys and throwing them at the nearest planetary body.
Throw a little jello in there, put some salt on it. I mean,
that's right.
That too shy guy. Yeah.
It's a bit binding, though. It's a little binding.
Yeah, well, that's one of the valid uses of the finer grades, the finer grits of the aggregate. Jello. It does a good jello. I will give you that.
Strawed jello.
Strawed jello.
I grew up on it.
Now in gravy.
Now in gravy flavored strawed jello.
They got the strawed jello pops. They got the strawed jello fudgicle.
Mm-hmm.
Full of vitamin stroid.
It's not bad, frozen. But when it's what is it, like 50-60% of your gravy? That's basically cement.
It has a place. It has a place in the proper proportion.
Well,
and Jolene just blows that shit out of the water. Mm-hmm. That's right.
I believe it. Blowing that shit right out of the water. Everything filled to the brim with gravy flavored strawed jello over at Jolene's. Main ingredient. Even the fudge fountain that she uses for her frozen yogurt stand.
That is fucking disgusting.
I mean, if it were all prepared correctly, it'd be tasty, but we know it ain't food.
You know what? Like you say, she don't even have any Shasta.
No Shasta? Shasta's my favorite drink. Shasta.
That ought to be a crime.
She got all she got up there is the silted water. You can get light or heavy silt. That's all you get. Garbage.
Saying it'll help you. They say it helps you digest all the consuming that you've done.
That new fad.
How do you think I had to go get a precog last time?
Clear you right out.
I was in a pinch and I stopped by because there was nothing out there. And next thing you know, I had 32 pounds of compressed asteroid gravy dust in my colon.
Oh, God. Yeah. See? Too much of it. Disgusting.
All right, we got a text-based transmission coming through from a Ms. Corto that says, I've heard the old spokesperson for Stroid Jello, the one with the colorful sweaters, has been accused of inappropriate behavior. I won't supper that company. I won't either.
Well, yeah, I heard he was getting people all liquored up and taking them down for the diving trip over on Uranus.
Yeah, well,
that's why I don't associate directly with the people. I associate with the wholesalers.
You can't fool around with that. You're bound to drown or break something.
That's the first thing you need before you take a dive into Uranus is consent.
That's right.
That's right.
And you can't consent if you ain't conscious.
You can't just throw somebody in.
That's despicable.
Disgusting.
Deplorable.
I'm glad he's rotting away.
I heard that they're all in cahoots.
See,
every damn one of them.
Now you're using the old noodle.
Exactly.
They's all in cahoots.
Fucking cahoots. That's why I got away with it for so many years. He was in cahoots.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not sure if they's all in cahoots on cahoots.
Well, yeah, that's right. But there's at least with the federal mole thing, the food inspectors, Jolene's goddamn in cahoots. That's for sure.
Absolutely, that's the only way. That's what we said. She got her hand in the front pocket of the Federation food inspector. That's the only way she can stay open.
Reach around. That's right.
Reach around, just playing some pocket pool over there with another feller's stick.
Fucking disgusting.
That's gross.
Well,
all right.
It was a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure speaking with you, Speakeasy.
It is a delight.
Tell old Granny Tough Talk to keep on keeping on, man.
Yeah, give her a little rotation every now and again. Just roll her over every couple of days,
Yeah, make sure she gets a different view.
Yeah, that's right. I'll try to rock her gently within her chair. She changes direction on her own. I'll be damned if I know how. I don't think she gets out of the chair.
Oh well.
Such is the powers of Granny Tough Talk.
She might just reach out and push the support pillar a little bit and just shunt herself a little bit to the side. But otherwise, it's telekinesis.
Maybe, I mean, that asteroid ain't that big. She's using her own gravitational pull against the gravitational pull of the asteroid and rocking it in such a way that she can just kind of move this way and then move that way.
On the chair a little bit, and you'll float for
and then back
5
this
minutes.
way. Right. I mean, it's spinning out there. I mean, your view is constantly changing. Maybe she just wants to change the colors up as they go by as you're spinning. You know what I mean?
It's true. It's true.
The universe is her TV.
The diurnal rhythms.
That asteroid-based divination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll tell her anyway. I'll tell her to keep on keeping on. But she, like I said, she's gone into her quiet period, so I don't know. She's probably gonna ignore me, which is fine.
That's fine. Just tell her, sorry you're late, Mr. President.
I'm sorry I'm late, Mr. President. Keep on keeping on.
All right, Speakeasy. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Gaines be with.
All right, boys. As much as this segment has been ruined by Jolene, I think we're about in line for another quick commercial break.
All right, do it to it.
All right, let's get this one loaded up. Make sure everything's working just fine. Which one was I using?
That's right, Mr. E.
I think this one's all right. And I think it's going to work just correct, make sure everything's in line, because I screw this up every goddamn time. All right, we'll be back right after this commercial break. Here we go.
This is a message from the Flaxian Council for Tall Hats. No, they need to hear it. These stingy pieces of garbage. You know who the Flaxians are, you heartless. You know what? We're doing this. Yeah, no, that's right, we're doing this. No, we're doing this. Yeah, no, I know your feelings on this, Mogek, but, no, they need to hear it. Yeah, Mogek, we're gonna go on a little field trip. Hang on, let me get this, how do I get this thing? There we go. All right. Mr. Jonesy, we appreciate your fervor, but it may be a little too dark for them to see any good in it.
Yeah, that's right. What was that? No hoofbeats? No kickball sounds? You hear chirps? Any squeaks? Can you hear any of the almost melodic farts from a healthy, well-nourished, happy young Flaxian? No, you can't. Because the Flaxians have been forced to stow away their young in their poorly constructed mud houses. They can't come outside because you cold, soulless sons of Rhodian Isles couldn't be to donate a hat or some credits. So here's the rub. You're gonna donate some credits, or I swear to gains. I will record 10 minutes of sad, honking Flaxians and send it through all the holes at my disposal to any ship in range, so you will have to listen to it. The price is raised again. It's 100 credits. Send the credits, or get ready to have the background sounds of honking, sad Flaxians fill your space cabins, you holes. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is Jonesy. Again, send the credits, you pieces of
Some say it's how the belt was won. Some folks stare down that space hauling line and see the past and the future. When you haul for a living, you ain't afraid to look down the barrel of that warp tunnel and charge off into that unknown. You might know where you're going, and now you'll know how you get there. Introducing the Wayland Christofferson Highwayman Mark IV Space Freighter. This big, beautiful bitch will handle the heaviest of hauls.
That's a huge bitch!
With a 0G towing capacity of a metric fuckload, size won't matter anymore.
That's a big jump!
The new Highwayman Mark IV is equipped with state-of-the-art anti-bandit, anti-interdiction, and anti-radar Andreas detectors. Whether it's Johnny Law coming to fuck your day up, or a band of jacked-up brigand hijackers trying to take what's yours, the all-new Highwayman Mark IV will keep you in line and out of harm's way. The Highwayman Mark IV features 2 new deep space hypersleep cabin quarters, so you can sleep like a baby Flaxian with a 12-foot, 20-gallon cowboy hat. So come on, what are you, some kind of wussy or something? Too afraid to jump into the cockpit of this big beautiful bitch? Some kind of slack-jawed 2-credit on-planet junk hauler? Or are you ready to finally make a change, stand up to your deadbeat dad and say, I'm out of here, I'm gonna make something of myself, I'm gonna go haul stuff for a living, like a silver stallion where the road goes on forever. You can't stop me. I'm not gonna be some city slicker stuck planet side inside a stupid desk job sucking what's left of my stupid life away. I don't want to be a sales associate like you. Damn it, Jim, I don't want to wear a tie today. I want to be a dancer amongst the stars and asteroids. Pick up your new Highwayman Mark IV at a dealer near you. The Highwayman. Live forever where the road never ends.
I know my own needs, and what I need from a luxury vessel is met by the all-new Chateau Grand Elegance Sky Coupe. Hi, I'm Santiago de Caprice. You might know me from one of my exquisite soirees, or from when I played Raúl Valiente in the interstellar telenovela La Lluvia de mi Sombrero. You might be a fan of mine, but I'm a fan of this new vessel, Chateau Grand Elegance Sky Coupe. It has everything a man of means could ever want without breaking your credit account. It has handling that could make the Titan turn look like a child's play. 0 to astronomical unit in under 1 hour. Rich Corinthian toucan leather seats. Ah, yes, only the finest toucan leather for Santiago de Caprice. Toucan or koala leather? The only leathers that Santiago wears. Preferably baby toucan or koala for that extra supple leather. Ooh, sometimes baby seal leather and otter leather. I digress. Head to your local dealer now and pick up a Chateau Grand Elegance car coupe today. I could really use some new baby otter leather. Hey, Esteban!
We're back to Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. Let's get on back to it.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. Hey, Jonesy.
Hey, hit me.
So, in that ad break, we heard for about the third time your most recent Flaxian Council advertisement for the Flaxian Council of Tall Hats. You're getting a little hated. Have you guys had any more credits come through or hats or anything like that? How's that whole operation going? And why don't you tell the folks who might not remember what's happening on Planet Flax?
Yeah, so on Flax 6, the little Flaxians, they they're going through some troubles right now. They you got the species called the Clack. They're natural predators to them, and they the little Flaxians, they don't have much mechanism for defense. I mean, they don't have any defense at all, actually. So the only thing that scares off a Clack is something taller than it. And the best way to do that is to give a little baby Flaxian tall hat.
It seems simple enough.
Tall hat that it's got a fizz head, you know.
Right.
So that's my big side project right now, is making sure them little Flaxians, they can go out there and they play kickball. They can get the food that they need. Being able to go out and sift through the dirt and the mud to get all the nutrients out of that. Just doing what I can, doing my part.
That's a real terrible situation for all them baby Flaxians out there. And if I remember correctly, the Clacks of Clack, as they've been removed, they were tried to be removed before, but like every time you get a decent portion of them, like terrible things to the environment happen, like city leveling earthquakes and tsunamis that cover a decent bit of the continent.
I hear from a lot of people, they hit me up and they say, just take them out, just get rid of them, and they just don't, they don't listen. It's like,
sometimes you gotta just dust off and nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Well, sadly, the Flax 6 is, it's the only planet so far that's got it's a special nutrient that the Flaxians need. It's in the dirt and the mud. At least the babies need. Yeah, it's hard, man. And you go out there and you see them.
Bro Molly sent us a text transmission that says, "Oh, Mothrosion's probably though," and that's exactly right.
Oh, they were definitely a part of the mass hat loss not too long ago.
Yeah, the mass haticide.
Yeah, they had all the hats they needed, and then as we learned, the Mothrosian showed up to get a kickball out of a yard, and when they leave, the energy that they need to get to the planet that they're going to lend a hand causes massive devastation a lot of the time. And in that case, very strong winds came through and took all the hats off the little baby Flaxians, and that was kind of it,
Launched them out into orbit.
Yeah, they was gone, and that's kind of where we're at right now. We gotta get them top hats.
Have you met any quotas yet, or are you still lacking your?
I mean, we're still lacking. It improved after I made my agreement, so to say, with the universe at large in that ad. I haven't yet had to unleash those sounds on through any holes on anyone so far. But
right.
I'm just saying, get your shit together.
Get your shit together out there.
Fucking credits.
Galaxy.
And more
get us some credits or tall hats for the Flaxian Council. Maybe we could partner with them soon to see if we can help with the donation drive.
Yeah. Morgek's a real nice guy. He's doing what he can. He doesn't like to ruffle any feathers. But
maybe we can set up some kind of twofer deal here. We can adjust the fund so that instead of just any old hat, we can get him a bunch of real snazzy like big old stovepipers, big old top hats, and maybe some canes. And then we can say, hey, in addition to saving the children of flack, we're going to put on a fun little show for you, and we'll teach them how to tap dance and dance around in unison, so they all look together, look real sharp with their hats and their canes and whatnot.
Yeah, we could call it like the Waka Flocka Flaxian Ball or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, whatever helps, whatever we can do to make it happen. At the moment, it's real sad. You get down there and you can't do nothing about the clacks of clack clack, and you see clacks. I mean, the clacks of clack clack aren't very big. They're like a 2 foot tall bird-like creature with
they got the muzzles, they got hooves, they chirp, talons.
Well, the clacks of clack clack don't.
I'm sorry, I'm describing a Flaxian. Yeah, the clacks of clack clack, they got the talons.
They're not very tall. They just kind of swoop in, and they'll pick up a little Flaxian, and they don't really lift them up so much because a Flaxian's only like 2.5 feet tall when they're young.
Right.
So they'll just swoop in while they're out there playing kickball, and the clacks of clack clack will just swoop in and pick it up. And it's more like a sad hover, and you just see them kind of scoot away.
Scoot on away off into the horizon.
That'd be more to help them if we can teach them a dance routine. Maybe they can present it as some sort of deterrent for the clacks of clack clack.
If they all dance, if they all step in time.
If there's 100 kids in hats and they're doing a dance together, I don't know if I'd want to mess with them.
They got to group up. They got to get a choreographed dance together.
And here's the thing: you don't want to give anybody nothing for free, because then they ain't going to want to work with it or for it. And they're going to be, oh, where's my hat at? And then they're going to run out of hats and they're going to get ate up. But if we give them the hat on the condition that you got to put on a show for us to scare off the clacks of clack clack and maybe do a bit of a fundraiser at the same time, then hey man, everybody walk away.
Kind of attacking it at all angles, we get a little dance, they get some money, they get some hats, and they get a method in which to deter the clacks of clack clack.
Turn into a flourishing theater scene,
a spectacle,
a reason for people to increase tourism in the same shop.
Well, I mean, with everything that's been going on since the hat aside, they haven't been able to hold the kickball festivals in some time.
Oh man,
been real sad.
I know they love their kickball. That's the planetary pastime on Flax 6.
It is. It's very boring to watch. They just kind of doesn't feel like there's many rules to it. They just kind of kick the ball around.
Yeah.
And
I like doing that sometimes.
They're not really going anywhere though. They're just kind of kicking it around the stadium.
Hey, that's their tradition.
And then eventually, a game doesn't really end through points. It just kind of ends when everybody's sort of done, and then they just kind of leave. That's kind of it.
You ain't got to have a big flourish to end your program.
Yeah. It's very rare that they make a goal, so I haven't quite figured out all the ins and outs of it yet, but
right,
they love it. They love that stuff.
They love it. Well, Jonesy, I appreciate you catching us up on the Flax 6 situation. Now, what do you have as we segue into Jonesy's conspiracy corner?
I did get a little word back from our favorite Federation turd. I don't know if I sent you that recording over.
I do. If you let me know when you want to play it, and we can I can play it for us.
Yeah, hit me up.
So why don't you describe what we're about to listen to? This is a fellow from the Federation.
Yeah. So we got still don't know what department he's in. Department of being a piece of shit, but
yeah,
right.
He reached out. I picked up, like I was saying, I went to the odd take and grabbed me what was called answering machine for telephone. And
that's old school. That's like pre-atomic horror.
What do? You just ask questions and it tell you stuff?
No, it
answers. It's a machine that answers. Yeah.
You get calls and it you record a message in it, and it runs on little tapes. There's like a little like a little rectangle, and on the inside is these like magnetic ribbons that it writes info on.
I know my way around a tape.
You put your little answering or your little recording on there, and then they call in. They shoot you the info, and you're supposed to get back to him. I ain't calling some Federation piece of shit back. But he's been he's been reaching out trying to correct the record or some other nonsense. But,
he called once before to talk a bunch of shit, say, "Hey, we ain't that bad. Why you gotta
tell him about this, tell him about that, tell him we're doing some warp gate, which the last I checked that some bitch failed. But just trying to get us to play propaganda machine for them. So no.
Okay, well, let's take a listen to this call from a fella from the Federation.
Monday, 9:22 p.m.
Hey, you called the number, so leave some info. I'll get back to you whenever. There's a beep. Do all that after the beep.
Yeah, no, hey guy, what the frick? We tried to be nice, and I asked you to be cool, and then you went and called us a turd and said F us again?
Excuse me.
Come on, man. We said that wasn't funny or cool. Dang it. Is it because you thought we said torture room in our last message?
I do remember that. He mentioned at the end of his last message he thought that he had hung up, and he said that he and his buddy were going to go into the torture room.
Yeah, he's dumb enough not to know how to turn something off. He left it on, and we got to him out of torture room. So,
torture room.
Digest that.
Is it, folks? I mean, you come here specifically for some deep news about the truth of the Federation, and we got it right here for you.
I said culture room.
Culture
room. It's full of very different beloved cultures from around the Federation.
That ain't what he said.
I was feeling tired and hurt by your words, so I needed a break from all the stress by enjoying cultures. So I hope you guys can be cool and maybe, I don't know, talk about the new Open Frontiers policy that we're doing.
That's right, bro, Malia. I smell BS too.
Is it like a club or something? Like a club for cultures or some kind of culture club?
Like a culture club? I mean, it might be.
Why? I don't understand why they really want to hurt us. That's what bothers me about this whole thing.
I don't get it either.
The credits.
Oh, go ahead, Shy Guy.
Oh no, just why they want to make us cry.
Right. Why would they?
Because they're garbage.
They are garbage.
Nothing but trash.
Yeah.
Or culture rooms to expand, culture to everyone. So talk about that, maybe. I don't know. Bye.
They're all sneaky like a bunch of chameleons over there.
I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Come on, chameleon, come on.
Him in the ass.
Right.
Yes, it's about to get real good here in a second.
Oh, let's take a listen.
Hey, Gregnar. Are you still going to the rebel fighting pit later? This is hard coming up with that culture room thing. I need a break. Wait, why is it still on? What?
Oh, he forgot it again.
There's a switch now? Come on. I just got the keys down. Why did you change it? I have to think of something that kind of rhyme that goes with Rebel Fighting Pit.
With what? What are they saying there, Jonesy?
He's saying, and I know he's gonna make some shit up, but I heard Rebel Fighting Pit in the beginning.
Rebel Fighting Pits. They take the rebels, throw them into a pit to fight each other.
Yeah, and I mean we've heard tell about these, but they always spin it off on First Federation News.
I just want to know, why do they really want to hurt me and us? You know? I guess we'll hear.
Come on, Ragnar. Hey.
Tell you that's the end of the tape right there. They got torture rooms and rebel fighting pits and just a cornucopia of incompetence in the Federation.
Oh, it's impressive.
All ever seen. So this is the second call you've gotten from this same Federation turd.
Yeah, that's the second one from the old Turdmeister there.
Turdmeister.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna call me back with some new bullshit. Propaganda garbage. I don't know what he's gonna rhyme with Rebel Fighting Pit, but I'm sure it's gonna be just as stupid as Culture Room.
Right. Their tax plan alone is enough to drive you insane, but when you add in, rebel fighting pits, torture rooms, all these types of things. We had, Sergeant Major Jack Canoff call in several weeks ago talking about some kind of Dyson sphere to suck all the energy out of a sector.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm glad the turd brought up the frontier policy, because that was actually on my list already, because I had heard back from some people. I've been asking around, seeing how everybody's getting screwed right now. I heard from a Annie Nomus.
Annie Nomus.
Annie Nomus.
Is she okay? Is Annie okay?
I hope she's okay. Annie better be okay.
Annie, let us know if you're okay.
Are you okay, Annie? Let me know.
Right.
But apparently they're calling them FEDs, or Federation Efficiency Domes, and they're putting them around. And she's apparently living on a planet right now, and she's saying that they blanketed their sun, and now it's cold as hell. They got no heat, no light. It's just dark and cold. And the best the Federation did was deliver 600,000 pounds of blankets.
Blankets.
So there you go. Boom.
There you go. Just keep warm.
That.
Even steroid farmers like Speakeasy got to have a central heating operation in their homes. Because they live so far out from the star, they still get sunshine
out there. But sometimes you just got to be willing to sacrifice a little bit.
I mean, it's colder than a well digger's ass out there right now. I'll tell you what. And then I got
cold as ice. It ain't no paradise.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm kind of worried that Annie might not be okay, because I don't know how you, outside of digging down into the planet and getting to the core, I don't know how you're gonna.
Listen, you can be chopping broccoli all you want, out there doing your thing on that planet, but when they take the sun away from you, you can't take the sun from me.
Apparently they can. They just black it out. They just
black
cover
it
up
out.
with a bunch of panels, and they ship the energy off elsewhere. That's it. And you're stuck on your planet with 600,000 pounds of blankets. That's all you got.
600,000 pounds of blankets.
And then we got I heard from a trucker, a Wendell T. Genderson. He said he's got
I know Wendell T.
Yeah, he said he's got a little heads up on. He gave me the heads up on the Open Frontiers tax before I heard from the turd. And he's saying it's at the moment where he's at least. He's getting screwed. He can't make not much money off of his loads no more, because they're basically taxing them to death.
It shouldn't take that big of a load to make some money.
No.
Nah.
But they're gonna build the culture rooms.
Yeah, they got to build their quote culture rooms and throw you into the whatever they're going to rhyme with the rebel fighting pit. But the main question is, okay, so they make these Dyson spheres around systems or whatever. How do people get in and get out? I imagine there's no getting out, but what's the purpose of snuffing out an entire solar system of folks?
I mean, you got basically unlimited energy until you use it all up, and that'll take basically forever.
Forever. Does somebody curse?
That's my fault. I'm hitting the wrong button over here. Don't worry about me,
shy
man.
guy.
But no, they taking they're apparently on their way for what Sergeant Major was telling us. The plan is to do it all over the damn place. So if I had to guess, the way they're gonna do it is they're gonna blanket these, everybody's sons and all these panels, and then you probably have to pay them for the honor to stay on the sphere.
The honor. I mean, the way they tax us, they just come on in and say, hey, listen up, I'm the tax person. If you cross that street, I'll tax you. If you get in that car, I'll tax that car. You get in that space truck, I tax that space truck because I'm the tax man.
That's right.
I'm the tax man.
Or woman. Or
when the
other.
economy's rocking, don't come a knocking.
They,
I know
how it is.
But they saying, it might be heading everybody's way here soon, according to Sergeant Major. And then they got that tax for the warp fuel. That's coming down. Hope that doesn't hit you guys too hard.
We got sources in different area courses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we got a caller coming in. Hey, caller. You're on Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. What you got for us?
Boys.
Hey, speak
I'm sorry to be
again.
bothering you.
Don't be sad. You ain't never bothering us. What you got for us? Speak
Oh
easy.
no. Oh, I just wanted to chime in because this subject is close to my heart. The sun being as distant as it is from the Kuiper Belt, I just needed to express how much I cherish its light, and if anyone tried to take my sun from me, I don't know what I don't know what I would do.
I feel there ain't no sunshine in this Federation.
There ain't no sunshine
Not
in
for
this
long.
Federation. They take it and they use it and they sell it. And they take it and they sell it to you.
Sell it right back to you.
Used to just fall on you.
Now you got to pay for it. They ain't gonna let you have that for free.
I love a good
They
sunfall.
take it all up. A good sun pop. What'd you say?
I said I love a good sunfall.
Sunfall. Yeah, that's right. You just sit and boy, it don't fall too hard on the steroids. You gotta really milk it. You gotta build a system of mirrors if you really wanna lay out and catch some rays. About 10 kilometers wide, that system of mirrors.
Yeah, to get what little bit of sunlight that can penetrate all the way to the Kuiper Belt. Focus it on, you gotta milk the sun of its essence.
Angle it all in towards me, and then I can just about get a nice a bronze tan.
Go out there and tan on them steroids.
How's little Granny Tough Talk doing with all that? Is she probably looking nice and roasted out there?
Well, she don't sit out under the mirror assembly that much. I was able to roll her out there one day and just kind of leave her, and damn near forgot. But thankfully the steroid turned, so she wasn't too crisp.
As the
She was
steroid
mad.
turns and whatnot.
That's right.
You know, these are the days of our life in the Federation.
Yeah.
I know she'd be mad if someone took her son away. How could you not be? She'd have some stern words for the Federation.
I just worry about all her children. You know, when the sun gets taken away.
How do they do it?
Mm-hmm. Spread amongst the steroids.
I do gotta say they. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying nothing about nobody that's on right now, but as a heads up, they just started releasing new laws against the what they call the elderly rebellion from Kata Schmutz. They're going after
that's right.
anybody involved.
They're gonna mess around and wind up in the general hospital.
That's right. Geriatric ass kicking is what they're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
That Kata Schmutz, he don't fuck around with no popo.
I feel like, honestly, I'm kind of behind him on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little pro.
I ain't going down no popo neither.
That's right. We support Kata
Nobody needs to go
Schmutz.
down no popo.
That's right.
F the popo.
That's right. F the popo. I can neither confirm nor deny any association with the said Carter Schmutz, but man, that guy's amazing.
Right. I just wanted to say that we ought to just take the popo and shove him right up Uranus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Consent or otherwise.
Let's not get all dirty with
Put him into it's just like put him right in the middle.
Right in the middle of Uranus.
Of Uranus. That's
You
right.
know.
Put him out there. It's quite a gravity well.
Right. It'll squeeze you all
Suck
sorts
you
of
right
ways.
in.
I mean, they say when you stare into the abyss and whatnot that sometimes it may just wink back at you. So just be careful out there, you know.
Squeak a little bit.
They may feel all young and restless and whatnot, but it's dangerous business.
Dangerous business out there.
There's nothing I wouldn't do to someone who tried to take my son away. I have a set of particular skills.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I feel like you got a set of skills done, particular skills.
That's right. And if someone were to try to apprehend my son, my star, my one and only, I would have to deploy those skills.
That is the kind of skills that make those folks a nightmare, or make you a nightmare to those folks.
Just the particular kinds. That's right. Also, I have a big ass laser.
Oh,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you have a certain mining laser that could or could not cut through a wall of a space station.
The old Mark III.
The wall of a moon.
Just as reliable as can be, the old Mark III.
You show them how bold and beautiful you can be with that big old laser.
That's right. I take it to them. It'll take down a big old Death Star type situation.
It's a guiding light of retribution to shine against your enemies.
Now, to be fair, we're not confirming nor denying we're doing nothing of the sort.
No, we would never intend to possibly use that laser to destroy some sort of Dyson sphere, but they are just big old stupid bubbles ready to pop.
Just ready to pop.
I mean, you only got one life to live, so you don't want to like bring down the heat on yourself or nothing like that.
No. I'm just just observing objectively. I'm just saying it's a lot of infrastructure.
Yeah, totally.
Just follow that guiding light from that laser rifle and just take it right to them.
All the
That's
way
right.
to the edge of night.
Just sitting there. They can't guard all of it.
They can't guard all of it.
You ever see how big a Dyson sphere? The square meter surface area of a Dyson fucking sphere?
I tell you what, it makes Port Charles look like Sunset Beach.
I know the sun is at least 10 times as big as the Earth.
At least.
That's pretty big.
Just about. Your average sun is at least like 4.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
Easy. Anyway, boys, I'm glad to have spoken once again. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you for having me. I just this burns me up.
That's okay, Speakeasy. Feel free to call in anytime.
Just make sure Granny, check on Granny Tough Dog. Make sure she ain't getting cooked too much.
Right.
I'll turn. She does turn slightly. That helps. But yeah, I'll make sure to disassemble some of the mirrors occasionally. Thank you so much for the reminder, boys.
You're welcome. Bye, Speakeasy.
Bye.
Bye. What else you got for us, Jonesy? Got anything to wrap this up?
All that to say, one, fuck the Federation.
Fuck the Federation.
Fuck the Federation.
Oh, I speak easy.
Oh,
That's right.
That's right.
but
They can't stop us. I mean, they
No, I
probably
just
could if they
wanted-
really wanted to, but
I wanted to let everybody know, including maybe one individual or maybe not, who assisted a certain other individual on a important journey or adventure, about the new laws that they're putting forward for the older among us, because of the rebellion that's ongoing, thanks to a close friend of a certain program.
I mean, when the lights go down in the sector, you know what I mean? We can't stop believing in our own power and life and authority and autonomy.
I mean, if I had to say so, that individual were, I mean, to put it bluntly, touched by an angel.
look, all I know is the heart of rock and roll is still beating. What I've seen out there, I believe him.
I believe him too,
more
man.
power to him.
But you know, they're gonna try and get him, but good luck with that. Carter's he's a freaking
He's a spry old man.
He make your day pretty freaking awful. But and then also want to let you guys know they got that open frontiers tax on its way, and it's probably gonna increase your cost of warp fuel.
Oh, well, I mean, like I said, we got sources in different area courses for our warp drive fuel.
You have
engine.
to. Sometimes you gotta reach outside of the Federation sometimes to get what you need.
Sometimes. All right, well, I tell you what, we'll take another quick little break. We'll come back with Shy Guy's Shy Line. Feel free to send us a text transmission to ask Shy Guy anything you want him to answer. All right, we'll be right back. Let me make sure we got everything here right. Okay, we got that set up. That one's good. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Now come on back. Hey, y'all. It is me, your old pal, Shyler Mervyn, Ephraim Thurston, Aloysius Boyle III, here for Mr. Man's system-wide generic product line. I have been enjoying my usual human things. Recently, I stood in a faster food establishment and groaned until someone threatened me with, as they put it, a ass whooping. Ha 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 ha. What a fun human thing. In similarity simulation. This cycle, we are proud to announce that we are selling Epic Beefum's Big Beefy Biscuits, now with moon cheese. We are also proud to sell Quarter Baller Suplex Extreme Protein with the same powdery taste and same powdery flavor we know you love. And remember, if it doesn't say Mr. Man's system-wide generic product line, it ain't for you, man. Back to you, Buck, and so forth.
Oh, well, hi there. If you're looking for an easy going, easy chatting, well, come on down to Easy Cruising with me, your pal, Cotter Smooch. Oh my Garth, pick a lane, you old... If you want to enjoy stories and interviews from others looking for an easier time and talking about easier living, well, by gum, well, I think you found the right frequency. You're going 50 under, you old dumb bad mother. See, just lots of people just, going a little too fast.
Oh my Garth, I'm gonna die on this freeway because of this old turd.
Anyway, come on by whenever and enjoy some easy cruising with me, your old pal, Cotter Smooch. And here's a taste of a prior conversation, interview I had. Take it away. Jeffries, what would you say about the change of crackers at Mama Bodine's diner and drive-in and so forth. What do you got to say about them switching from the saltine to the oyster cracker? How do you think on that one?
Now you see, Carter, I like the saltine there. They had a good consistency. It's good to crack in your hands and just put it right in the soup or the stew you get. I like the saltine over the oyster cracker. I'd like to get your opinion on it. That's where I stand on the issue.
Hey Central, this Officer Cartwright calling back about the obstruction on Highway 6. We got 2 heavy-duty go grays, multiple attempts to contact. They got their headphones on. It looks like they're recording something. I can't quite make out what it is. Trying to get Juniper Meadows in on this.
Oh, no, you're not taking Carter Schmutz back to Juniper Meadows, you pig best. You can suck on my old bag, you stupid piece of shit. Alright, Jeffrey, slam the iron to the floor and let's bounce out of this shit pile.
Don't you dare, you son of a...
Carters don't go down to no popo, mother.
My car!
So I guess we'll see you next time on Easy Ride on Carter Schmitz, where we finish our conversation about our perspective on the change of crackers at Mama Bodie's. We'll see you when we see you. And like I always say, every good day is a little ray of sunshine that you can put in your pocket for those cloudy days.
This is a message from the Flaxian Council for Tall Hats.
No, they need to hear it. These stingy pieces of garbage. You know who the Flaxians are, you heartless. You know what? We're doing this. Yeah, no, that's right. We're doing this. No, we're doing this. Yeah, no, I know your feelings on this, Mogek, but no, they need to hear it.
Yeah, Mogek, we're gonna go on a little field trip. Hang on, let me get this. How do I get this
thing? All right, there we go. All right.
Mr. Jonesy, we appreciate your fervor, but it may be a little too dark for them to see any good in it.
Yeah, that's right. What was that? No beats? No kickball sounds? You hear chirps? Any squeaks? Can you hear any of the almost melodic farts from a healthy, well-nourished, happy young Flaxian? No, you can't. Because the Flaxians have been forced to stow away their young in their poorly constructed mud houses. They can't come outside because you cold, soulless sons of Rhodian isles couldn't be to donate a hat or some credits. So here's the rub. You're gonna donate some credits, or I swear to gains. I will record 10 minutes of sad, honking Flaxians and send it through all the holes at my disposal to any ship in range, so you will have to listen to it. The price is raised again. It's 100 credits. Send the credits, or get ready to have the background sounds of honking, sad Flaxians fill your space cabins, you holes. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is Jonesy. Again, send the credits, you in pieces of
Some say it's how the belt was won. Some folks stare down that space hauling line and see the past and the future. When you haul for a living, you ain't afraid to look down the barrel of that warp tunnel and charge off into that unknown. You might know where you're going, and now you'll know how you get there. Introducing the Wayland Christofferson Highwayman Mark IV Space Freighter. This big, beautiful bitch will handle the heaviest of hauls.
That's a huge bitch!
With a 0G towing capacity of a metric fuckload, size won't matter anymore.
That's a big jump!
The new Highwayman Mark IV is equipped with state-of-the-art anti-bandit, anti-interdiction, and anti-radar Andreas detectors. Whether it's Johnny Law coming to fuck your day up, or a band of jacked-up brigand hijackers trying to take what's yours, the all-new Highwayman Mark IV will keep you in line and out of harm's way. The Highwayman Mark IV features 2 new deep space hypersleep cabin quarters so you can sleep like a baby Flaxian with a 12-foot, 20-gallon cowboy hat. So come on. What are you, some kind of wussy or something? Too afraid to jump into the cockpit of this big, beautiful bitch? Some kind of slack-jawed, 2-credit on-planet junk hauler? Or are you ready to finally make a change, stand up to your deadbeat dad and say, I'm out of here. I'm gonna make something of myself. I'm gonna go haul stuff for a living. Like a silver stallion where the road goes on forever. You can't stop me. I'm not gonna be some city slicker stuck planet side inside a stupid desk job sucking what's left of my stupid life away. I don't want to be a sales associate like you. Damn it, Jim, I don't want to wear a tie today. I want to be a dancer. A dancer amongst the stars and asteroids. Pick up your new Highwayman Mark IV at a dealer near you. The Highwayman. Live forever where the road never ends.
I know my own needs, and what I need from a luxury vessel is met by the all-new Chateau Grand Elegance Sky Coupe. Hi, I'm Santiago de Caprice. You might know me from one of my exquisite soirees, or from when I played Raúl Valiente in the interstellar telenovela La Lluvia de mi Sombrero. You might be a fan of mine, but I'm a fan of this new vessel, Chateau Grand Elegance Sky Coupe. It has everything a man of means could ever want without breaking your credit's account. It has handling that could make the Titan turn look like a child's play. 0 to astronomical unit in under 1 hour. Rich Corinthian toucan leather seats. Ah yes, only the finest toucan leather for Santiago de Caprice. Toucan or koala leather, the only leathers that Santiago wears. Preferably baby toucan or koala for that extra supple leather. Ooh, sometimes baby seal leather. And otter leather. I digress. Head to your local dealer now and pick up a Chateau Grand Elegance Sky Coupe today. I could really use some new baby otter leather. Hey, Esteban!
We're back to Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus. Let's get on back to it.
All right, y'all. We back with it.
Hey, y'all.
And I believe it is now time for Shy Guy's Shy Line.
Hey, all right.
Hey, all right. Let's see what we got here. We got a handful of submissions here. I haven't read any of these yet, Shy Guy. Have you?
A couple of them.
Couple of them? You want to just get right on into it?
Sure.
All right, then. Let's do it this way. Dear Shy Guy.
Hey.
Hey. Wait, which one am I starting with here?
Pick one.
Let's pick them.
Dealer's choice.
Here we go. Hey, Shy Guy. I was on a long-term deep space route about 70 light years. I was in deep stasis, had to do a black hole pass which caused some time dilation. No biggie, all in a long haul, but this goddamn refrigeration unit went bad as I passed the corona of the black hole. When I woke up from cryostasis, all my cargo went bad. A whole truck of dead orphans. So I sued my employer for bad fittings and a waste of 70 years of my life. But they went bankrupt 50 years ago, and apparently I haven't been getting my weekly pay, so now I can't even afford to get my space rig across space again. What should I do?
Yeah, it's like the first time I heard about this kind of thing happening. That's shame about them damn orphans, though.
That's sad stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens.
There's a fair amount of child death out here in the Federation space, but
cold, uncaring void of space. So here's what you can do. You might want to go check in with Work Corps. WERC. It stands for Workers. What's called? The way it's called, Buck.
Yeah, that's a workers exploited for revenue creation.
That's the one.
That's the one.
You're gonna call them, huh?
I said that's the one.
Yeah. So you're gonna call them up. You're gonna ask for Rhonda. She's head of HR and payroll, and you're gonna tell her what happened, and they're gonna send you a bunch of paperwork to fill out in triplicate, and she's gonna have you fax it back over to her. And within, I don't know, probably 7 to 27 months, you might be getting some decent amount of back pay. In the meantime,
I've met Rhonda before.
I don't tell you about your rig. Maybe you can go call up old Bling My Space Rig, pimp my space truck.
Spice Up My Space Truck?
That's the one.
We've run an ad for them before.
Yeah, they do pretty good work. Maybe you can offer your rig as some kind of advertising piece. Maybe they could throw the banner on there. Get all
that's a good way to make a little extra
side of it with them gold teeth and hey, come on down here, Bling My Space Truck.
It's a good way to make some extra scratch in your credits account.
Turning problems into opportunities. That's what we do here. As far as the smell in the back of your rig there, I mean that's going to be a tough one to handle. You might just have to do another old you don't want to go through a black hole, but maybe do one of them sunburners where you do the same trick but around a star, but then open up your cargo bay and have it face directly towards the star so that the radiation and whatnot can get up in there and cleanse it all completely.
You're going to have to jetson your cargo of dead orphans into that star, but that's a pretty good space burial.
It's what they would want.
Right.
Quick, easy.
The universal engine what gave them life to begin with.
You just got to hit that Titan turn around the star.
Your constituent atoms can fuse together to create new life and elements and organisms throughout the stars. It's kind of beautiful, actually.
That is very poetic coming from you, Shy Guy.
So it's the circle of life.
It's the circle of life.
Go give old Rhonda a call. She can be well, she's a severe woman.
She's been nothing but a sweetheart to me. I call Rhonda's mom on the weekends.
What? Wait a minute. You talking to Rhonda's mama?
Yeah, she's a darling.
Now, Buck.
Shy Guy.
What are you getting sweet on Rhonda's mama?
Rhonda's she's a good friend to have, and her mama is just sweet. Now I know that hum is the sound of gears turning in your brain case. Rhonda's mom just a sweet woman. She's a pleasure to talk to.
I'm sure she is. Really speaking with her too, I'm sure. What do y'all talk about?
Just what's going on the TV and catching up on stories. Talk about Rhonda. Talk about the boy she's dating.
Oh, talking about the boy she's dating. All right.
Well, Rhonda's mom. The boys that Rhonda's mom is dating.
That's what okay.
Sweet gal.
Maybe a little bit of orchestration happening there.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
What are we trying to pinpoint on this one?
I just think it's an interesting revelation to hear about Buck getting sweet on somebody's mama. That's all.
It ain't getting sweet on her.
Well, you can call it what you want, I suppose.
I mean, I think we got a recording of somebody getting sweet. I think that's something we.
Oh, we do have that.
Yeah.
I can leave that up to our listenership to see if they want to hear that voicemail again.
Hang on now.
Before the end of the show.
Hang on now.
Hang on now.
We ain't talking about no Kahoot and nothing like that.
There ain't no cahoots about it.
Wasn't no cahoots at all. It's beautiful.
It was sent directly to me.
I'm just saying. Bring her down for meatloaf night.
Later tonight.
Get a kick out of it.
I bet you would. You ready for the next one, Shy Guy?
Oh yeah, that's right. We got a show to do. All right.
We got a show. Dear Shy Guy, what is the stupidest thing you've done because someone dared you to? From a fellow thrill seeker.
Well, this one time we was hauling a 320-ton croctopus.
Oh boy, his name is Buddy, and he ain't no puppy.
Right over there to Planet Florida, and Buck dared me to get into an arm wrestling match with it.
Wait, is it Florida or is it Florida?
It depends on where you're from.
I feel like it's a dialectical difference depending on what hemisphere you hail from.
Oh, okay. I always heard it's Florida.
See, I've always called it Florida.
I'm a Florida man myself.
All right. So
I've heard both ways.
We was hauling this croctopus, and Buck said, "Well, I bet you can't go over the top with it." So I said, "Hang on." I said, "Hang on."
Losing. There it is.
So I flipped it around into go mode here. Look at that arm up. And I woke up 3 days later in the ICU. I don't know what happened.
I mean, I was there. I didn't think you'd take the bait, considering it is a croctopus, which those who might not know is it's a crocodile with 8 tentacles, and at the end of each tentacle is the head of another crocodile.
Yeah.
The croctopus.
I may or may not have had a little bit to drink that day. I do remember that, but I come to and they told me they needed about 60 pints of blood just to get me stabilized.
Yeah, that's more than they could synthesize.
That's true.
Right. That was a hell of a night.
So I've been told.
You ready for the next one, Shy Guy?
Go back into business mode here. Hang on.
All right.
All right, there we
Business
go.
up front, parties in the back. Here we
That's
go.
Right.
Hey, Shy Guy.
Hey.
What's the scariest thing you've ever hauled?
So it's one time we was hauling a 320-ton croctopus down to Planet Florida, and Buck told me to get into an arm wrestling match with it. So
I mean,
you know the rest.
It wasn't quite the most dangerous.
No, I honestly, that's more of an honorable mention. I think really the scariest thing we ever done hauled was that Pekka pickled Swedish sentient saunas.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. We mentioned this in a previous episode, but me and Shy Guy here was on a run from space pirates not that long ago. You see, that Lowe's manifesto was saying we was hauling some simple Swedish style saunas. The supplier ain't said shit about their sentience. We didn't find that out till later. It was about a quarter way through our quadrant when we was interdicted by a constitutional class starship with a cavalcade of companions. They raised us on comms. A big boorish bastard was brought up on screen. Said his name was Captain Conrad of the Karelian Coyote Cartel or some shit. But I could tell this crass son of a bitch was all hat, no space cattle. So he says to me, "Hey there, boss man, we only here for your load, so you jetson your cargo and you're good to go. Just step away from the cargo and ain't nobody got to die here this day." So I says to him, I said, that's some cold shit to say to Thunder in Paradise. Now, what you gonna do if I just turn around and put the hammer down? That some bitch looked directly into the camera in the video feed and said something about having a certain set of skills and blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? It was about that time that Shy Guy was waving his arms all crazy trying to get my attention. So I just said to the captain, "All right, shooter, give me a minute," and killed the transmission. See, old Bucky Rucky knows bluff when he sees one. And ain't no one that's hard enough to take out old Thunder in Paradise is going to monologue on how hard he or she actually is. It was about that time that our cabin started heating up something fierce. Shy Guy jumped on comms with me and said something techno babble. Heat was coming from the cargo bay. Turns out these Swedish saunas were indeed sentient and used some kind of heat-based communication. Through trial and error, we found a way to communicate through heating up Shy Guy till he smelled a certain way for yes and a certain kind of bad way for no. So, you know, we get out there, and these sentient Swedish saunas start hijacking into our computer system to scramble some kind of weird interdiction signal, an anti-interdiction signal, so we can, put the hammer down, make a tight turn around that constitutional class starship, and make a hasty escape. All right, that was pretty dangerous.
That was a hell of a day.
A hell of a day.
It was like a damn sauna in the cargo bay. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point.
I mean, that makes sense. It was interesting. I mean, once we got out of there, we had to find a certain, like, we just kept having to heat you up and cool you down.
I lost 72 pounds of water weight. That's about as fit and trim as I'd ever been.
That was our only method of communication.
Yeah.
Was smells and heat. So, I remember your yes smell. I remember the no smell. That was bad.
I don't want to remember the nose smell. Even I was ashamed of that.
Right. Gotta get you over to the bathhouse. You ready for another one, Shy Guy?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
All right. Dear Shyler, I am the owner of a certain large chain of diner and refueling stations. I am still having trouble getting this gentleman caller to call at a more appropriate time. Honestly, he stopped calling, and I sure wish he would, for I do enjoy talking to him. How do I get him reinterested in talking with me again? And this is from Smeb. S-M-E-B. I think we heard from this person before.
Old Smeb, huh?
Old Smeb.
Old Smeb. Well, I
Smebs him like she sees him. I don't know what that means, but it sounded good.
Maybe she likes a certain shy fella.
A guy who is also kind of shy?
I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Sometimes maybe, I tell you what you could do is maybe you can, if it's your bull, you can call here. Okay, here's what you do.
Just shoot him straight, shooter.
Why don't you give that guy a call? So
it's not a bad idea.
Maybe this particular gentleman caller with whom you're seeking correspondence with might feel a little apprehensive and whatnot in making that kind of move. So why don't I? We could turn it. We could flip it.
Just take a deep breath for me.
And then you could call that guy. And there you go.
Maybe you got to call.
He might be a guy who is shy, and he's just
I could be.
We got a Bunzai Taylor on the text transmission that says Smeb needs to shoot her shot.
That's some keen insight, Bunzai. There we go.
You best call this fella, and maybe he'll answer and say, "Hella," like hello.
Try it out.
Hey, you ready for next question?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, think about it. Try it out.
We're cool. We're
good. Dear Shy Guy.
Hey.
I write to you, I write to you with the heaviest of hearts. My betrothed and I are set to be married in a month's time. I love her dearly, but she's just accepted a job working for the Federation, but she won't tell me exactly what her new job is. Like most of your viewership, I don't trust the Federation. I'm torn and forlorn. What should I do? Thanks always, Ms. Penelope Lane.
Oh, Penny Lane. All right. She's in my ear tonight. Well, let me ask you, Miss Penelope Lane. Obviously, you're not here to respond, so I'll just ask the universe. Are you eating good? You got a nice place?
Eating good in the neighborhood.
You driving a good car? Well, she's a drug dealer.
She's a drug dealer?
Probably.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You won't tell her what the job is.
She doing
either
something.
that. I mean, honestly, I'm hoping it's that because I don't trust Federation either. And if she won't tell you what she's doing, then you could be marrying an operator.
Oh, I thought you meant like a Federation pharmaceutical sales rep.
Perhaps.
That too.
Perhaps.
Drugs is drugs.
In which case, I'll take the drug dealer who isn't federated.
Maybe you should check her Hamnet mail account. See what kind of correspondence she's getting from the Federation. But if you're not thinking about being clandestine as such, then I don't know. Maybe just put it to her and be like, "Hey, the hell you up to out there? Y'all know the Federation's out there hauling orphans around and jacking into people's streams and blowing up oceans and whatnot. So, time to decide what side you're on." I think perhaps.
Also, they need to talk to somebody about how to use a computer system or some switches. They seem to have a real issue with that.
But on the other hand, there's something to be said for comfortable living.
I don't blame those that make a decent living inside the Federation.
Out your head, but you know what? If your conscience won't let you, then you got to do what you got to do.
Right. You gotta make a decision. Do you like your lifestyle, or are you willing to make that lifestyle change and figure out what she's actually doing? It may be a bit nefarious, but who isn't?
I say run through the jungle.
You gotta run through the jungle.
Run for your life.
Don't look back and see. Run to the hills.
Until you take my life, I'll take yours too.
Gotta ride the lightning.
That's right.
We got another one here.
Oh, okay.
This one is dear Shay Hello, it is a pleasure to make your this is how it's written. To make your acquaintance.
All stupid like that. Okay.
I am from the planet Aeroion.
How you say that?
Aeroion, where we over pronounce our every word. It is an absolute joy to listen to, but everything takes forever to write.
I can see that.
Please, what should we do? Shy gay. And this is from Anonymous.
Anonymous.
You could ask me to read it again, but I ain't gonna.
I don't blame you. Well, yeah, I can see how that may interfere with the with your life in general. My God, if I had to take that long to say everything I'd say.
That's a painful existence, I gotta say.
That sure is. I don't know. Maybe just cut it in half.
I know a lot of us do use like a speech to text type of thing, but go get you an old school keyboard, with all them letters on it.
Yeah.
Learn how to type. I have an ancient. It's called a compact disc. I can hook you up with a drive and everything on with it too. It's from a Mavis Beacon. And
that
Yeah, I can send it over to you. You know, and you can boot that up and learn how to type like old school. That might help.
That might help.
I mean, if you know how to write, if you know your alphabet, you'll be fine.
Maybe you just go the other way with it and speak only in acronyms.
Well, there you go.
Oh man.
Just take the first letter of every word you were trying to say and smash it together in one big word.
Or learn.
Find a time there. Think of all the extra room and time for activities you would have.
Or switch it up to pork Latin if you got the time.
You got the pork Latin?
That's right. Although that can be a little difficult on account of all the squealing. It depends on what kind of vocal situation you're working with, or.
Yeah, aren't you? I mean, you grew up on the dirt farm, but y'all had a little pig ranch over there in Carlsbad.
Oh, sure.
So
yeah, we
you're
used to have
fluent in the
all
pork
kinds
Latin.
of conversations and parties and tea parties and whatnot. I mean, it takes a little bit. It's easier if you brought up with it.
Right.
I'm a little rusty myself, but there was a time there where me and the hogs would just squeal at each other all day and come away better people for it.
Your ability to find a method of communication with different creatures is astonishing. We got the Swedish saunas that communicate through smell. You got the pork Latin with the pigs back on Carlsbad in the dirt farm.
Pig sense.
The pig sense.
That's what I got.
Don't you ever. I got one more for us.
Oh, all right.
Dear Shy Guy.
Hey.
Intergalactic Tim here.
Hey, it's our boy.
Hey, it's our boy Intergalactic Tim. We love your sponsorship. Just wondering what planet you all hail from. I'm a Velton boy myself.
Oh, I'm 100% all natural, homegrown Earth boy.
I thought you was from Mars.
No, Carlsbad is in Earth.
Oh, okay. From Earth. Carlsbad, Earth.
That's right.
Jonesy.
New Mexico.
In the New Mexico. Okay.
That's right.
Jonesy, where you from?
Oh, you're looking at the
Here it is. Let me rephrase the question, Jonesy. Where do you tell people you're from?
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I tell you wherever.
Where would you like to be from?
If you could be from anywhere, where would it be?
I mean, I grew up on a station, to be blunt.
On a station?
Yeah,
just jumping around station to station.
I mean, we grew up. I guess you'd call it more of an armada of head crabbers. I grew up on a head crab and craft.
Oh, that's right.
Got a lot of space.
From a line of head crabbers.
You move all the clothes out of it and just shut yourself in at night.
The what now?
I said that doesn't seem like a whole lot of space for proper growth and a home life. What do? You just put the clothes in, hang them up in there when you go about your day, and then when you come home at night, you take them, put them elsewhere, and then lock yourself in?
No, I mean, you got different sizes of vessel, and we all kind of move back and forth. You make friends with whoever's floating by, learn a little about them, get friendly with different crews.
What kind of wood is it made out of that can withstand the uncaring void of space?
Not everything's made out of wood, Shy Guy.
No, these was metal, like hard titanium,
like a tungsten.
Titanium armada. I guess that could probably take a beating.
Titanium what?
Are you trying to hang on? Are you talking about like a dresser, like an arm, like an armoire?
I assume you learned how to dress yourself eventually. Your mom only needed to dress you for a certain amount of time, and then you figured out yourself. So, but do you take the clothes down and roll them up as a pillow?
I mean,
you sleep standing up in there.
I imagine their armada had beds in it.
Yeah,
a bedroom in the armada.
I mean, you see what I'm working with under the bed over here. That's about as much room, or excuse me, this way, to put all my stuff. You telling me you grew up in something like that?
No, like it was made of multiple of what you have behind you.
How
That's
many
why I had
army
that.
is that?
It's.
Hey, Shy Guy, what do you think an armada is?
Well, I mean, they come in all kind of shapes and sizes, really. But the general point is, it's a big old box you put your clothes in. So when you get ready for the day, you open it up and wear your shirt.
Okay, you're thinking of armoire. You're thinking of armoire is what you're thinking of.
Or a bureau.
An armada is,
No, that's what you wear to stop the bullets and whatnot. I'm talking about
I grew up on a fleet. Let's make that easy. I grew up on a fleet. A fleet of shit. It was a head crabbing fleet in space that I grew up on.
Yeah, not
Well,
some kind of like
sense.
trans-dimensional wardrobe to a different magical land or nothing like that.
I
That's an armoire, armada. I mean, you know.
What's the thing? What's the stuff you wear to stop the bullets and the croctopus tentacles and whatnot?
That's an armor.
Armoire.
Armada.
I thought an armoire was just fancy armor.
I mean, it can be now. We could start a line of armoire.
But we called our fleet is a fleet of New Old New Jersey. That's kind of where I grew up.
Oh, all right.
New Old New Jersey.
Yeah, new then it was old, then new again.
I mean, I was born in space on a space truck. My daddy, Chuck, and his wife, my mama, Duck, couldn't quite make it to the hospital. They was on a run, from one side of the system to another side of the system, and couldn't be bothered to pull over. So, just crank old Buck Ruckus out in the back there. And that's where I come from.
The back of the Greyhound space bus going down Space Lane 49.
I was born in Warp Drive.
Just a rambling man.
Mom always said I was born a rambling man.
Huh. Hey, Bo Molly is hollering. He said, ain't Earth a blasted, desertified wasteland in your dimension? What happened there?
Not anymore. That was a long time ago.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it paradise or nothing, but we grow good dirt.
The best dirt comes from Carlsbad, New Mexico.
How do you think the most destroyed boys out there are able to get, rock corn and chaw plants and whatnot to grow on them rocks? They buy the dirt from us.
Buy the dirt. So, Shy Guy, you ready for some rapid fire questions?
Lightning round. All right.
Lightning round. Okay, here we go. Hey, Shy Guy.
Hey.
What did she mean?
What did who mean?
She. What does she mean by that?
Well, I don't. Look, I'm. It can appear inappropriate for a man to assert himself in that manner. It's better for someone who may be interested in another person to let them show their interest first.
It's kind of a zigzag logic there. You ready for another? Should I tell him?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at the whole time. Is maybe you should tell him, so in that there is no miscommunicado afoot.
I see. You want an easier one?
Please.
I found a fly in my house. What should I do?
Well, I mean, there's a couple things you could do with it. I used to walk in on Leron all the time. He liked to stamp them down and then pluck the wings off and reattach new wings to it, varying size and effectiveness.
Yeah, of course he did.
That's just a little, little cruel, perhaps.
Well, I mean, it depends. You could refit it with some new bionic.
Don't be cruel. What?
You could refit it with some new bionic wings to make it fly a little bit better.
Well, if he had gotten that good at it, that'd have been one thing. But
I see.
Normally, he would put on some we had these little toys. You wind them up, and they go, and he'd slam those things in there and try to wind it up, and it just die.
Oh, okay. That sounds about on par for Leron.
Yeah. So I mean, you could do that, but that's a little weird. They might put you in a padded room for that. But otherwise, maybe you could, if you got flies in your house, maybe you should go invest in some frogs.
Oh, there you go.
And
get your little pet frog.
An ecological zone in your house wherein the great circle of life, that's not the great figure eight of life, is constantly in motion.
You got a fly. You get a frog to kill the fly, and then you get a cat to kill the frog.
Uh-huh.
Then you get a dog to eat the cat.
You get a hog to eat the dog.
Hog to eat the dog. And then you eat the hog.
Yeah. The circle of life.
That's the circle of life. Hey, Shy Guy.
Hey.
How do I make my students stop pooping in my classroom?
Ain't no substitute for a good cork. I mean, it's old technology, but why fix what ain't broke? You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
There was a few times growing up where Mama had to cork us up in the night because we got into the hog chow and didn't really agree with us, but it sure was tasty. But you'd wake up the next morning and the walls will be painted a certain shade of brown that she didn't want.
Was brown the only color?
Usually. Sometimes you get like a kind of a split pea green or a kind of a jaundiced yellow, depending on what time of the year it was, I suppose. But
yeah, what this harvest brought us, what this time of the year brought you on the dirt farm in your harvest, right? Mud pie,
right?
Pig chow, fried hog.
Yep.
Cork it up.
Honestly, despite the mess that occasionally, and let me just be clear here, we was young, we didn't know any better. I was probably about 17 or 18, and so what are you gonna do? It's just kids being kids. So the cork would work sometimes, but generally, she just would enforce a dietary change to food that was a bit more binding,
agreeable, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that she ain't got to cork you up at night.
That's right.
I mean,
old tricks are the best tricks. That's what I always say.
The number one rule of cork is when you got to cork somebody. Number one rule is consent. It's similar to Uranus. You know what I mean?
I would just tell the teacher maybe they just need just send them to the bathroom.
A little less applesauce, a bit more cheese. Really plug them up from the inside. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cork it both ways.
Yeah.
Just stop it up at both ends.
Pincer attack.
The pincer maneuver.
Yeah.
All right, Shy Guy. Here's another one for you. How often do you wear high heels?
Oh, not in a long time. I mean, there was that Halloween one time where we all went out there as the Rockettes, but my pack malfunctioned and I shot off into the atmosphere and landed in an old guy's barn. He thought I was alien or something. I mean, it didn't help that my clothes burnt off in re-entry, and so I was this naked wildebeest with a malfunctioning rocket pack
and high heels. Right,
so
covered in soot from the burn, and
yeah,
that'd be a sight to see.
So it's been a while. I kind of put that wild lifestyle behind me after that incident.
I see. Okay, that must have been before we met.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was still when I was running around Carlsbad, raising hell.
Raising hell.
Out.
Okay.
Ain't gonna keep me down, man. I'm gonna do what I want.
See if I got another one for you. Hey, Shy Guy.
Hey.
What should I do?
What do you want to do? Has anybody ever asked you that? What do you want to do? I tell you one thing, man. It's just too short. too short out here to be wandering and I gotta go get a degree and I gotta buy slacks and I gotta go talk to Rhonda and do my 401,000 and man, do what you want. What you want to do? You want to wear high heels and go blast off into the stars? God damn it, sky's the limit. That's what I say.
Quite literally, the sky is the limit. Maybe you can get a little further in the sky, depending on how much fuel you got. But yeah,
you want to be a hog man? Be a hog man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That ain't much, but it's honest work.
A life of hogging. You got to think like Cotter Schmutz is about 170 years old, and he's still out there cruising around. He's got his radio show and his rebel group.
And busting people out.
Be your own boss. Set your own hours.
Be your own boss.
Find something that gives you the tools to be your own boss.
You go around, you introduce yourself. Hi, how you doing? What's your name? I'm the boss man. That's what I am. Ain't nothing like it.
The boss man.
Right.
Hey, Shy Guy. How do I leave my wife?
Carefully.
Carefully. That's a good answer.
Yeah. Last thing you want is to wake up in the wood chipper.
I've seen it 1,000 times, man.
I mean, all the time.
All the time. You want to leave your wife, you got to do it carefully. If you're too rambunctious, next thing you know, you're a puddle of goo.
That's it.
On the other end of a wood chipper.
Big old puddle of mud.
I mean, we got
a puddle of mud.
You got two separate lawyers you got you pick up if you're interested in
That's true. You could, I mean, yeah.
Don't let them take it all away.
Go on, go holler at old Huck and Chuck.
Or Jandy Bronzini.
I don't know about him. He seems a little Weasley, probably.
I think you'd want a good Weasley bastard representing you.
Maybe.
I suppose.
I think I might shoot for that one.
I'd rather find someone to hammer him for me.
Yeah. You can pick and choose.
The point is, just be careful. You don't want to set her off. Because, then you wake up, run over by that damn train, and kids think you ran off for cigarettes, and it's just not a good time.
It ain't a good deal.
Plan it out. Protect yourself. Lawyer up. Hit the gym. Delete Facebook.
Everybody get off Facebook. Ain't no good coming from it.
No, Federation's watching.
No. Exactly. You're in 420.6 Earth timeline 420.69. Get off Facebook. Get on the Twitch. Get on the something else. You know what I mean?
Is it the tweeter?
The tweeter. The twitchy. Tweaking.
Be a tweaker.
Be a tweaker. I got one final question for you. And if you ain't got an answer, it's okay. We can come back to it next week. We can do some research on it. Dear Shy Guy.
Yeah.
What neighborhood in heaven is the best?
I don't know, but I can tell you what my favorite nation is.
What's that one?
The imagination.
That seems to be a running theme. What should you do? What do you want to do? Use your imagination.
That's right.
What's the best neighborhood in heaven? Use your imagination.
That's it.
Something nice, pleasant.
Yeah, make it your own.
What do you want heaven to be? Figure out what you want your heaven to be, and then go make it so.
I mean, if it's a Garthian heaven, then I'm waiting for the thunder to roll up there.
Profound shit. I think I'm pretty good at this. Maybe I should be a philosophizer.
A streetwise philosophizer.
I could write a book.
Shiler Mervin, Ephraim Thurston, Aloysius Boyle III.
I got to relearn how to write, but I could do it.
Forgot how to write? Can you read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Just get on that Mavis Beacon.
Yeah, well, I'll hook you up with that Mavis Beacon device that I got, and we can teach you how to write. She teaches you how to. I think bacon's in there somewhere. You got to learn how to write bacon. That's important.
Bacon. All right, let's do it to it.
All right. Well, folks out there in whichever timeline you're in, as our show comes to the end, we learned a lot today. We learned that Jolene is a bitch who killed Big Mama Bodine and hacked into our shit here. We learned that the Federation has not only torture rooms but rebel fighting pits and all such nonsense. We gotta fight against them. Cotter Schmutz still on the run, burning and churning. Lots of fun stuff today. And we won't be back until 2 weeks from now. 2 standard
we got one of them
weeks.
long hauls to make.
Got a long haul to make, so 2 weeks from now is when we'll be back. Until then, keep trucking. Keep on keeping on, just like Granny Tough Talk.
Let me give you one of these here.
Everybody give a double salute.
Oh, yep.
Come on, Shy Guy. Double salute to you and yours and so on and so forth. There we go. And until then, we'll catch you on the next one.
Fuck the Federation.
Zip it
and
out.
fuck the Federation. Zip it up and zip it out. Now, let me see where I can find that outro. Where did I put it?
Come on now.
I think it's in here. I think... Oh, man. Is it up in here? Here it is. Uh-oh. Okay. Do that one, do that one. Do that one. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye now. Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus is performed live on Twitch. This show is written by Twitch users Alex Sucks, Waka Flocka Seagulls, Rocking Balboa, Otter Mafia, and 14 Noon. Buck Ruckus is performed by Twitch user Alex Sucks. Shyler Mervyn Ephraim Thurston Aloysius Boyle III, aka Shy Guy, is performed by Twitch user Waka Flocka Seagulls. H. Jones is performed by Twitch user Rocking Balboa. Miss Sally Mae Erlene Bodine is performed by Twitch user 14 Noon. Artwork by Twitch users Charmingly Melancholic and Clarification _. Space Truckin' commercials performed by Alex Sucks, Waka Flocka Seagulls, Otter Mafia, and Cordy Crochet. Hey, do you have an advertisement you'd like aired on Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus? Well then shoot an email to alexsux6969@gmail.com. That's ALEXSUX6969@gmail.com. And you know what? Special thanks to you, the beer. How about that? Without you, this show would just be a bunch of folks screaming into the uncaring void of space. So thanks for coming by, and we'll see you next time on Space Truckin' with Buck Ruckus.
Whew! All right. I think that was the one right there. That's all right. All right, talk to y'all later. See you next time. Go on now. Get. All right, bye.